guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you're new, and welcome to a Chatty Get Ready With Me. So I wanted to film one of these because I really love watching them, and I haven't really got a lot of time to film with the revision and stuff, but I thought this would be fun to put together because I've got to get ready anyway, so why not film it? It's nothing mind-blowing, but it's just a bit of fun, so I really hope you enjoy. Let's get on with the video. So first I'm going to put some of this L'Oreal Elvive Extraordinary Oil. I think I'm just going to put a couple of pumps, 3 pumps of that through the length of my hair. I like to prep my hair before I do my makeup and then dry it after, just so the products have time to like sink in and stuff, I think. I don't know, I just like to do it that way. So I'm just going to run that through. I don't take it all the way up to the root just because I get really greasy hair. I'm sure if you have dry hair it's great for that, but my hair's so oily and I have to wash it every day because it gets so greasy. So I just take it through the lengths just to make sure it looks nice and silky, I guess. Hang on, I'll just move you over here a bit. Yeah, that's better. Next I'm going to use the Tresemme Heat Protectant Spray. I think I've used this since I was literally like 15 or something. So I'm just going to spray that literally all over. There's no aim involved. And then I'm going to brush out my hair. Where is my hairbrush? Why am I not prepared? When am I ever prepared? Okay. Ugh. There it is. I'm going to brush out my hair with my, is it a Tangle Teaser? I think so. Yeah, Tangle Teaser brush. And I love this. Gets all the knots out my hair. My hair's not that long anymore, so it doesn't really get as knotty as it used to. But if you do have long hair and it's prone to knots, then I would definitely invest in one of these because it's the only hairbrush I use now. People rave about the wet brush, so if you tried that, let me know in the comments, but I've never tried it. I've only ever used Tangle Teasers. So yeah, but I can definitely recommend Tangle Teasers because I'm obsessed with them. And they're actually not that expensive. I mean, they last ages. So right, there's my hair all brushed through. So now I'm just gonna just pop a bobble in it just to keep it out of my face because I don't want it dripping all over me while I'm trying to do my makeup. I look like a 8-year-old boy, but we'll ignore that. Right, so I have wet my beauty blender. Well, it's not a beauty blender, it's Real Techniques Miracle Compaction Sponge, I think. This one's totally ratty, but I've got a new one, so don't worry about that. I'm going to start by spraying my face with some Fix Plus. I don't really like to moisturise, I know that's super controversial, but especially if I'm wearing makeup, I just find it makes my makeup go by like 11 AM, like it'll have sweated off. So this is nice and, I don't know if it's meant to be hydrating, but it feels kind of hydrating, so I'm just going to go and mist that over my face. Oh, it feels so nice, especially when it's hot. It's not hot today, but I can imagine if it is, you need this because it's so nice. Then I'm going to use it's just a little EOS lip balm, ready for when we do our lipstick later. I think that's all sunk in, so I'm going to go ahead and apply. I haven't been using primer recently, which is also quite controversial, so I'm not going to change it for a video. This is meant to be realistic, so I'm going to apply my Rimmel London Lasting Finish 25-hour breathable foundation, and I use it in light porcelain. It says it's medium coverage, medium coverage, but I think it's more of a light coverage. It's literally like really thin and it's got this funny applicator on it, like a big concealer one, but I actually really like it because it means you can just like do army stripes all over your face, and you know, we like a bit of fun when we do our makeup in the morning. So yeah, I like this foundation. It's just like your classic it's not gonna be a good day. Your classic drugstore foundation, but yeah, I like something with a light coverage when my skin's not as horrific, and especially for summer. So yeah, I just paint it basically all over my face, avoiding my under eyes and eyelids because I'll put concealer there after. But yeah, I just smother it all over my face so I look like a ghost, and then I blend it in using the Real Techniques sponge. So yeah, let me know if you like this style of video because it's really fun to film actually. I did a everyday makeup routine a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, and yeah, I got some really nice comments. I think people liked it, so I thought I'd do another one. I just like chatting really. Oh, it's a nice mixture between sort of a makeup video, because obviously I'm not skilled in the makeup department, so I'm not gonna be doing tutorials and things, but it's a nice bridge between experimenting in makeup, because it is something I enjoy doing, and making makeup related content and still sticking to the like vloggy feel that I love. I just love talking basically. I like talking. My mum's in work all day, I've got no one to talk to. It's a sad life, so I'll talk to you guys and it's really good fun. So yeah, let me know if you're enjoying, what kind of videos you're enjoying really. Do you enjoy the vlogs? Do you enjoy the makeup-y videos? I did the, what did I call it? Mystery moment, I think. I really enjoyed filming that. It was actually really hard to film. I don't know how people do it. Like, people that I watch do it literally like weekly, and I don't know how they do it because it took so much research and so much preparation, but I really enjoyed it. So yeah, if you're looking forward to the next one, then let me know, and also give me some suggestions to who you think I should cover next, because there's just too many. It's not as if I can't think of one, there's just too many that I'm interested in, so let me know that you're interested in. For concealer, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. It's running out. It actually runs out really quickly. I don't think you get a lot of product. 3.4ml. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get what's left out of this. I did really like it. I'm not sure I'd buy it again. It's a bit lighter coverage than what I'd usually use. It's a bit lighter than the Lost Imperfection, which is one I really like. So yeah, I'm not sure I'd repurchase, but I did really like it. It was nice to use something different. People said it's like the Tarte Shape Tape, but I've actually never used that because I'm poor and I live in the UK. And I think Tarte's like basically either impossible to get or like so ridiculously expensive that it's not really worth it. And I never order stuff from America because I always feel like I'm going to get hit with a massive customs fee. So yeah, when people were saying this was like the Shape Tape, I was like, oh okay, I'll give it a go. But yeah, I do really like it. It's a nice coverage. It's not too light. It doesn't feel thick under the eyes. If I set it with powder, I don't have an issue with it creasing. So yeah, that's good. Oh. I'm really hungry today. I'm trying to, well, I mentioned in my what I eat in a day video that I was trying to be a little bit healthier, although I did just say I'm going out to dinner tonight, so obviously that's an exception. But yeah, I don't know, I'm sat in the house all day revising, and I'm just using the little MAC concealer that I have hardly any left on any blemishes. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just sat in all day and all I want to do is just drink tea and eat biscuits and just anything. So my mum's quite good, she doesn't have anything in the house, she eats very well, so I'm trying to model myself off her, but it's just hard. I feel like if I had something more to do or somewhere to be all day, then I would definitely eat better. But then I don't have time to do stuff because I need to revise, so it's just a vicious circle. I'm just using the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. Oh, there you go. I just picked this up because I remember everyone saying how amazing it was back in the day, and believe it or not, I have never tried it. I feel like I'm the only person. But I gotta say, like, I don't get the hype. I'm using it because it's the only one I've got, and it's such a waste to just not like it and throw it away. But yeah, I don't love it. Like, I don't find it keeps me matte for as long as people say. Like, it's called Stay Matte and it should do that, if not anything else, you know. I prefer the Rimmel, the loose one, True Match I think it is, that I used in my last Get Ready With Me makeup-y, routine-y video. I prefer that one, but yeah, I just thought I'd try this one. But yeah, I'm not seeing the hype, although I do prefer pressed powder because it lasts longer. I find I go through the loose powder so quickly because I just slap it on everywhere. But yeah, I literally put this everywhere because I've got really oily skin, so what can I say? I need it. Trust me, or by the end of this video I would be like an oil slick. Okay, so I'm gonna take a brush, like that sort of shape, to do my contour. I don't really contour. I've left all my stuff in the bottom drawer. Okay, I'm really unorganised, so there's gonna be a lot of bending down and grabbing stuff from my drawers. But I like to take Hoola, which is quite warm, so it's not really a contour, but I just find it adds a nice depth and definition to my face. But because I'm quite pale, I need to take like the smallest amount and then tap it off and brush it off, and sometimes dab it on my dressing gown because it is quite dark. I really need to try the Hoola Light actually. If anyone's tried that, let me know what you think, and let me know if it's as good as the normal Hoola, because I really like the tone of this and the definition it gives, but it is just that bit dark, so you've got to be really careful with it. I mean, it's definitely usable, but I think it's going to take me about 10 years to get through this tiny little sample pan just because of the amount I use. I like to take it down my nose. I don't contour my nose because, to be honest, like, I don't think my nose is that big. You may disagree, please don't tell me down below, but yeah, I don't think my nose is that big. My chin, on the other hand, needs all the help it can get, but yeah, I don't feel the need to contour my nose. Also, it looks really hard and people say it goes wrong a lot, so I'm not up for that on an everyday getting ready, you know. So yeah, I think that adds a nice bit of definition. And then I like to go in with my highlighter. I'm obsessed at the moment. Where is it? Welcome to the most unorganised YouTube channel in the world. But right, I'm obsessed with the Mary Luminizer again. I used to love it like years ago. Actually, this is probably really old. Is that gross? That's kind of gross. Oh well. It's just so good. So good. Honestly, if you've never tried it, which is impossible if you're into makeup because I think everyone on YouTube was talking about it. But yeah, if by some miracle you haven't tried it, you need to try it. Like, it's so good. And it's not that expensive from what I remember. It's sort of like a middle price. It's not like designer, you know, prices. But it's just so finely milled that it just doesn't look like there's powder on your face. Like, it just looks like you're lit from within. Can't really see, but can you see? Maybe a bit, but yeah, in person it looks really nice and not too unnatural. It's like a really natural colour, so I'm just going to keep piling it on because it builds really well. And an extra, I always find if I don't wear makeup in a while, like because I've been revising, if I don't wear makeup in a while, when I do, like, I go ham with the highlight and the eyeshadow. So I'm going to try not to do that too much, but yeah, I just absolutely love this highlight. I hope you can see because it's so nice. It's really me. Like, I like a highlight, but these people who have like a streak of like coloured highlight, it's just not me. Like, I just wouldn't wear that. I think it looks cool on other people, but it's just not me. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to be really careful because I've got this, I can't even show you, Charlotte Tilbury, what's it called? Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop Blusher in Sex on Fire. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? Bleep on Fire. But the middle is actually smashed, so I'm going to be super careful because I always get it everywhere. I'm just going to brush my brush. I'm going to put it on my brush round mainly the outer colour, the lighter colour, because like I said, the inside colour is smashed. And then I'm just gonna apply that on my cheeks. It's very pigmented, that's why I'm using like one of those brushes, duo fibre brush, because I find if I use the type of brush that I used for my bronzer, it just comes out a bit much, that's all, and that's not the look I tend to go for. But I love a bit of blush. I feel like it just wakes you up a bit. So yeah, I love that one. It's really pretty. Expensive. I don't know if it is worth it. I never know with blush. I feel like you just get a bourgeois one and they're really good, so I'm really not sure if it's worth the... I just kicked everything over. Yeah, I'm really not sure if it's worth the investment, but if you do want to invest, if you're, maybe there's a millionaire watching, go get that blusher because it's good. Right, now moving on to eyebrows, because these ain't cute. They're just not cute. Where is it? Right, at the minute I'm still obsessed with, I believe I used this in my last makeup video maybe, but I'm still obsessed with the NYX Tame and Frame little brow pot. I'm just going to comb it through with this spoolie on the end of a pencil that's run out. So yeah, I'm still obsessed with this. I love it. I just think it gives like a really nice shape, but it's not too dark and bold, I guess would be the word. It's not too bold. Right, now I'm not going to use the viewfinder because that's too risky, so I'm going to grab a little mirror. I feel like eyebrows are the most risky part of your face. Like if they go wrong, your whole makeup's ruined, do you know what I mean? Also foundation, I guess, because then you have to wipe everything off. But yeah, so I'm just gonna fill in my natural shape really. I got them done, oh god, it was ages ago now. I'm due to go back, but it's so expensive. I get them done at Benefit, and like I'm not saying it's any more expensive than a normal place that you'd go to get them done, but it's expensive like to a student. Like getting your eyebrows done anywhere is expensive, and it's not really a priority, especially when I'm just sat revising, so I like to pluck them myself. That's risky. That is definitely risky, and I've definitely made some mistakes in the past. If I can find a picture of my old eyebrows, I'll put them in now, because, well, what eyebrows? Like, I didn't know what filling in my eyebrows was. I thought it was cool to have thin eyebrows. I always had a unibrow, like in primary school. So I went from unibrow to no eyebrows, which let me tell you was very noticeable and very embarrassing. So yeah, we'll hope today's brows go a bit better than that, although I do usually get it everywhere. But it brushes off quite well. I think this colour's really nice as well. Oh, I think it's in taupe. Yeah, taupe. Nope, blonde. Can't read. Yeah, I usually use stuff in taupe or blonde because my hair, well, I've dyed my hair brown, but I don't know, I feel like when my roots come through they're kind of ashy, so it looks a bit better to use like a more blondie. I don't know. I used to be blonde, so basically I should repurchase things more often. But right, what should we do for eyeshadow? I wish I could do like a live poll, like tell me what you want, but obviously I can't. So, oh, I really like the look I did the other day that I posted on my Instagram. I followed basically a tutorial from Jordan Lipscomb. I'll link her video down below. I loved it. I think it was like a test in drugstore makeup video, but she used the Soph and Makeup Revolution palette, which I absolutely love. As you can see, it's a mess. Does anyone else's palettes get so messy? Like, I'm not a beauty guru, obviously, because my palette is messy. So I think I'm going to do that look because I really enjoyed it and I thought it looked really nice. So I'm going to take the, well, it's just a white and the shade next to it, which is like a skin colour, and literally just set anything that's loose on my eyelids. I mean, I did put powder on them, but I just like to do that to make sure everything's the same colour. Take it into my crease as well, so things like blend well on top of it. Just using a fluffy brush. So then I'm going to take the top left. So I think, oh, it did have like a thing over the top with all the shade names on it. I think this one was called Cup of Tea, but it's just like a really warm transition colour. It's quite pigmented, so I'm going in with a light hand and tapping it off. This whole palette is very pigmented, to be fair. Considering I think it was like £10. I'm just building that up slowly. But yeah, I think this palette was like £10, so honestly I'm obsessed with it. It's got every colour you would ever need. Well, every colour I ever need. I just find I can create a lot of looks with it. But I never used this like khaki green colour that I'm going to use today. But when I saw Jordan use it, I was like, oh my gosh, that colour is amazing. So I just knew I had to use it. so thank you for the tip. I love it. So yeah, I've just built up the crease. If you can see that, it's quite warm. Then I'm going to take a mixture of, this is going to be hard, right, that red there and that brown there, so just like a warm brown and a reddy toned brown. I'm going to take it on a more precise brush. Can I find it? Oh yeah, honestly, one day I'll be organised. I'm going to take it on a MAC 217, slightly more tapered. I'm going to take a mixture of those two shades. I'm going to tap it off because otherwise it'll be very dark. And then I'm just going to place that just in the crease. Ooh, it's so pretty. Don't know if you can see that, but I love these colours. I'd never used this red before either, because I was like, red eyeshadow? No, I look like I've got like pink eye or an eye infection or something. But you don't. Like if you mix it with a brown especially, but I've seen people do like just pink eyes and they still look amazing. I'm just blending it out with the other brush. But yeah, I'm keeping this lower towards the crease and pretending to know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm just gonna replicate that on the other eye. Honestly, like I don't know a lot about makeup, but I've been watching makeup tutorials probably for like, oh, years, like as long as I can remember watching YouTube. Basically, I think the first thing I went on YouTube for was probably how do you do makeup, or like how do you cover acne, probably that, when I was like 13, because I needed help. Like, Emily, you did not know what you were doing. Like 2017, was it 2017? Yeah, last year when I had acne, no one knew because I had that concealer trick down. But girl, let me tell you, when you was like 12, 13, you did not have a clue. You thought you did, you tried. I think I used to use one of those like Miss Sporty, you know, the concealers that look like lipstick, and just literally smear it all over my face. No foundation, no mascara, no worries. Just concealer, and then it doubles up as a lipstick, see, because they're the same shape. I'm giving you too many tips now, I'm being too kind. But yeah, do not ever do that again. Right, anyway, I'm just going to take the brush that's still got some of those colours on and just take the warm transition shade that we used earlier and just brush that under the eye. Oh, of course it's going to be washed out. I shut the blinds to film today because I was hoping it would make the light a bit like better. I don't know. Yeah, it's working. It's not fluctuating as much or like flaring up, I don't know what you call it, when it goes like super bright. So it's not doing that as much. So yeah, I think that's probably what I'll do now to make sure it doesn't do that. Also, the bin men are going past, so if you can hear noises, I'm sorry about that. Bin men are so loud. They woke me up this morning at like, it was like 6 o'clock. I know that's not that early. Some people get up at 6 o'clock for work, but I was like, no, I am off. Like, why am I up at 6 o'clock? Right. I'm going to take the brushes that came with my Naked and Naked 3 palette and take the like skinny ends. Obviously I used that for the look the other day, so I'm going to use the same one because it saves it in another brush, as if I ever wash my brushes. So I'm going to take a bit of the concealer that we used earlier, and I'm going to just dip my brush in the wand. I don't think any's coming off. This is so empty. Okay, I'm going to see if I can find another concealer to use because this is not playing ball. Ooh, this should work well. Okay, I've got my Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Eye. I love this as well. I don't know why I haven't been using it. It's so good. I think I used it in my last makeup video. So I'm just going to twist it up. I'm just going to rub basically we're doing a bit of a cut crease, which is what Jordan did in the video. Obviously she is much better than me, so we'll see how it turns out. But I'm just gonna sort of, I don't know how best to make you see this, but I'm just sort of gonna put it, you know what a cut crease is. If you're watching this, you've probably watched a million other makeup tutorials and somehow ended up here, so thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate it. So I'm just gonna sort of carve out the crease, and then I'm going to build the concealer up to get a bit more coverage. I don't really know what this does, but from what I noticed when I did it last time, it makes the colour a lot more pigmented, and it just looked really good. Like the colour really came through and there was a good definition and the crease looked defined. I don't know, you can tell I'm talking rubbish, but I mean it looked good, so I'm doing it again. It just like cleans things up a bit. It looks a lot cleaner and more like you've put loads of effort into your makeup, you know, which like it does not take that long. I've been filming for like 25 minutes, but if you're doing this just like without talking and without losing everything and chatting rubbish, then it'd probably take like the least amount of time. Okay, so now we've carved the crease, I'm just gonna take the other side of that same brush and just set it using the white powder in the palette, just to make sure that nothing moves around. It's the recycling man, they're the worst. So yeah, I'm just being overexposed. I'm just setting that, easy stuff. Oh, by the way, like in case you look at this and be like, oh, it's a cut crease, I can't do makeup. I can't do makeup, so that literally shows how easy it is. So, because I've seen people do it on YouTube, I'm now going to spray the other naked brush, which has already got green on it, with some Fix Plus. I think this makes the shadow more pigmented, but I mean, who really knows? I just do it because I see other people do it, and it makes their eyeshadow look so good. So I'm gonna try it, and then I'm gonna take the khaki green colour there. I hope you can see. Yeah, this shadow is just amazing. So I'm gonna dip into that, and then basically I'm gonna cover where we put the concealer. Oh, look at that, it's so nice. I build it up as well, so it's even more popping. But yeah, I'm just obsessed with it. It's so nice. This palette is so good, honestly. If you're on a budget and you want like just an eyeshadow palette that you can create a ton of looks with and you'll get loads of use out of, like I swear I could throw away all my other palettes and just have this one and not even be any worse off, you know, because I just feel like I can create any look. It's unsponsored, it's not, by the way. I wish it was. But yeah, it's not. So I'm just packing that on. It does need building up. I'm not saying it's the most like pigmented shadow in the world, but I'd much prefer that with my eyeshadows than them be like overpowering and just have to be really careful with them. So I like a shadow that I can build up as much as I want, and then if you just want like a sheer wash, then you can have it, you know, you do you can have what you like. So I'm just gonna put one more layer on, and yeah, I think that eye is pretty much done. I was worried this would look kind of like intense, like I'm wearing this in the daytime. I know I'm going out for dinner later, but like when I'm getting ready now, it's the daytime. I'm just doing the same on the other eye. And I wore this out for lunch the other day. And honestly, I don't feel like it's too much for daytime, and I really thought I would. But I don't know, it just worked really well. Like, I suppose it depends what lip and stuff you do, but I don't know. I'm going to show you the lip I wore with it, because it's the lip I'll be wearing today, and honestly I'm obsessed with that lip, and I just love it. It's my baby now. Right, so I'm going to take the mixture of the two darker colours that we used earlier in the crease, and I'm just going to go back in basically where we put them earlier, just to blend. We still want the definition between the crease and the colour, but we just want to sort of blur the edges a bit, and I'm just going to put it in the outer corner. Yeah, just to sort of blur it all together, so the difference from that eye is just not that much, I guess, but I don't know, Jordan did it, so I'm going to do it. Yeah, just going back in. So yeah, let me know if you like this look, because it is a bit different for me, but I just feel like, do you know what, we're coming out of winter, so I want to use my khakis while I can, because it is quite a, I don't know, you can wear eyeshadow anytime, but I guess because it's quite smoky, might be quite like a wintry look, you know, quite dark. But I'm excited to use like gold smoky eyes and stuff in summer. I really do like makeup. I just don't think, I don't think you have to be good at makeup to like makeup. I think you can just like it, you know. Yeah, inspirational. But I'm just gonna take, to finish off the eye look, I'm just gonna take this goldy shade here literally with my finger, and I'm just gonna put that there in the inner corner just to brighten it up a bit. When I was doing my highlight, I put some of that under my brows, so I'm gonna just keep it at that, because I think if you've got a shimmer on the lid, I don't like to put a shimmer under my brow as well, because it just makes me look really shimmery. Like I said before, I've got really oily skin, so it's just like too much on my face. So the lashes I'm gonna use, I'm not doing an eyeliner because let's face it, it will go wrong. So I'm just gonna put on some Maybelline Lash Sensational. This is like the, I don't know, it was different packaging for something, but it is just the Lash Sensational. Where's my mirror? There it is. And I'm just gonna put a generous amount of this on, probably quite a lot. Excuse any ugly mascara faces that will ensue during the next 30 seconds. Okay, so that's the sort of look I'm going for. Just lovely long black lashes. So I'm gonna go do the other one because this video is getting really long. So, and then I'll be back and show you what it looks like. This is my holy grail nude. 99% of the time I will be wearing this, and it is the Giorgio Armani, oh I haven't got my glasses on, I think it's a lip magnet in 202, and honestly this is just my perfect nude. It goes with any eye look. I'm obsessed with it. I think it's a little bit on the pricey side, but I mean I think it's worth it because I use it nearly every day. So I'm just, no lip liner, can't be asked. My lip line's fine. I don't see this obsession with lip liners. Let me know if I need one, but I don't know, I just don't use one. This is literally like my lips but better. Like it's warm. I don't know, especially with this eye look, I just think it's perfect. I mean, what do I know really, but I like it. Oh, it's so soft as well. It's matte, but it's such a weird texture. It's like moussey and it doesn't budge, but like it's so comfortable to wear. It feels like you're wearing like a lip balm or something. Yeah, it's just such a weird texture. It's so unique. I've never tried a lip product with that kind of texture before. So basically I'm obsessed with it. If you want to buy it, go and buy it because it's amazing. So that is the finished makeup look. I hope you like it. I really like it. So let's move on to the hair. I've just let my hair down and run my fingers through it, but I actually treated myself to a new hairdryer because mine was on the bridge of exploding, I believe. So it's this, it's the bronze shimmer, I believe, Fabulous. So yeah, we're going to test it out and see how well it does. Now I'm just going to straighten my hair because it's all dry with my FH1 heat platform. I don't know, I got these a few years ago for Christmas. I really love them. I think they're really good. So that is the hair all straightened. So that is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up so I know that you'd like to see more, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!